Before we get this video underway, this video is sponsored by our friends at The Ridge. The Ridge wallet is light, durable, and long-lasting and comes with a lifelong warranty, meaning you only have to buy it once and can carry it for the duration of your entire life. It holds up to 12 cards and has plenty of room for cash. It's designed for easy use so you won't have to carry around those old, mountainous, and messy wallets. So what are you waiting for? Get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/honest and use code HONEST. Again, ridge.com/honest and use code HONEST for 10% off. Link will be in the description. Lady Gaga has finally released her highly anticipated 6th studio album, Chromatica. With this album, she returned to her more club-oriented and dance music stylings. The album's sound is largely rooted in house and dance music. Some of the cuts on this album are very reminiscent of Kylie Minogue and Madonna in some of her 90s glory, and ballroom culture, which is a very obvious influence. Let's start with the singles. Stupid Love was the lead single from this album. Now this song is like a hybrid of Bad Romance and Higher Love by Kygo and Whitney Houston. It's also very reminiscent of her last lead single, Perfect Illusion, but just lied over an electro-pop beat. And listening to the album in full, I just can't understand why it was chosen as the lead single. It is very repetitive and very big in sound with the production, but overall it's just so lukewarm. And it had also been leaked for an extremely long time, so there wasn't really much mystery or anticipation for this song. It peaked at number 5 and lasted 9 weeks on the charts. I will say this song is very distinctive to Gaga and reminiscent of her Born This Way sound, but far from her best. The second single on this album, Rain On Me, is a collaboration alongside Ariana Grande, and is a huge improvement from Stupid Love. Channeling the past eras in music has become a trend, specifically within pop music, and with this song, they channeled 90s house and dance music. This song is also reminiscent of Kylie, Madonna, and Whitney, sporting the ultimate pop diva team-up, and one of the first big pop diva team-ups in a long time. I do like this collaboration, but I feel like personally the music video brought the song alive for me. Not that it's bad on its own, but the visual element definitely helped propel the song. I think it was a great collaboration and their chemistry definitely pulled through. She recently released Sour Candy, which features Blackpink. This song is fun, but it feels like Gaga is a feature on this song. I just feel like it was a streaming tactic to draw more attention to the album. Great marketing, but forgettable song. Now onto the actual album, it appears that Gaga is attempting to tell an overall story with this album. She has a few transitions, some of them which sound a bit Disney influenced. My personal favorite is the opening one, I think that's the best. She opens up this album with Alice, immediately detailing her obsession with perfection and feeling lost, comparing herself to Alice in Wonderland, saying she hasn't found Wonderland but she'll continue to search for it. It's one of the more gloomy, house-infused tracks on this album. I would also like to say sonically there isn't any variation in genre changes or experimental sounds. It's just a straightforward dance and house album with some electro pop here and there. Although the album is rather upbeat, she does continue to cover some more serious topics. It's definitely her most personal and most simple with its messaging. The lyrics don't take much decoding to know what she's talking about. With Free Woman, she speaks of not allowing her past to define her and being fierce. On 911, she talks about her challenges with taking an antipsychotic drug. And Fun Tonight, which is probably one of my personal favorites off this album, she talks about the aftermath of a harsh breakup, and it's a bit sadder than the title would allude to it being. In Plastic Doll, she talks about being no one's toy and being vulnerable on the search for love. And she closes off the album with Babylon, a dance floor anthem that mirrors Madonna's Vogue, and thematically she makes comparisons to the ancient city of Babylon to the dance floor and denounces gossip and scandals. All in all, this is not a bad album by any means. I appreciate that she paid tribute to her older sound while also diving into house and dance music fully. Every song on this album is pretty anthemic, but not all of them are captivating, and some rely a little too much on boring pop cliches. For an album titled Chromatica, it could also feel like it all flowed on one note for most of the time. A bit of the same color and a bit forgettable, but I will say it's one of her most cohesive body of works, track for track. I'm not over enthusiastic about this album, but I'm not left disappointed. I'm definitely somewhere in the middle, but I think it's one of the most promising high-profile releases in pop music of this year so far from a vet. And career-wise shows that Gaga can definitely maintain a spot within the new decade and with the new generation.